Hello students, in the virtual class we learn about the algorithm, and that will be the easiest way to represent your data in the effective way with the step by step. So algorithm is nothing step by step representation of the data or the instruction that for you that of the problem. So now from the algorithm, now we are going to learn to the next topic that's a look like a algorithm, but the representation is a different. एल्गोरिदम में हम क्या करते थे, वी आर राइटिंग द स्टेप्स, स्टेप 1, स्टेप 2, स्टेप 3, स्टेप 4, बट इन द फ्लो चार्ट वी हैव टू बी डू द सेम थिंग, हमें वहां पे भी स्टेप ही दिखाने हैं, बट इन द ग्राफिकल वे वी हैव टू बी रिप्रेजेंटेड. आपको क्या करना है, एल्गोरिदम में आप दिखाते थे, स्टेप लिखते थे, स्टेप 1 ये रहा, स्टेप 2 ये रहा, स्टेप 3 ये रहा, एग्जिट, लास्ट स्टेप इज द एग्जिट, राइट. But in the flow chart, what should you have to do? You have to be represent that steps जो आप algorithm में जो steps लिखते थे उसको graphically represent करना है with use of the symbols. So flow chart is nothing. It's a way to represent data in the graphical form. So let's learn what is the flow chart. A graphical or pictorial form of an algorithm is called the flowchart. So flowchart is nothing, it's a part of an algorithm. If you know how to create an algorithm, how to write an algorithm, then it's easy to you to create a flowcharts. And it's a very simple and very easy way to create your own flowchart. Right? So now let's learn about the flowchart. Flowchart provides us the detailed picture. It will be show the picture in of an algorithm. Simply, you are writing in the algorithm that step 1 is taken number. We are do one algorithm that number is the even or the odd. To find that, first we take enter a number n. So you have to be write down the same thing. आपको वही चीज लिखनी है, लेकिन उसको एक symbol के अंदर लिखना होगा. So let's learn that. It uses the special symbols to represent various statements of an algorithm. Step जो होते हैं उसको बस आपको shape के अंदर लिखना है. Step 1 तो ये shape में आएगा, step 2 this shape, step 3 this shape. बस आपको पता होना चाहिए कि ये क्या है. जैसे कि हमने सैंडविच बनाने के लिए इंग्रेडिएंट्स लिए थे कि ब्रेड, चीज एंड टोमेटोज, राइट. सो दिस आर द इंग्रेडिएंट्स, मींस इंग्रेडिएंट के लिए आपको कौन सा सिंबल यूज करना पड़ेगा. Now you have your second step is the process, कि आप उसको कैसे बनाओगे. So process के लिए आपको कौन सा symbol यूज करना है. Third step is the testing of the existence. So third step के लिए आपको क्या यूज करना है, symbol आपको ध्यान रखने पड़ेंगे कि अगर ये ये प्रोसेस है तो मुझे प्रोसेस सिंबल का यूज करना है. ये इंग्रेडिएंट्स है, ये इनपुट है तो इनपुट के लिए ये सिंबल आएगा, आउटपुट के लिए ये सिंबल आएगा. जैसे कि हमने we are writing that for the even and odd numbers, that then lastly we print out the numbers, print n number addition to find out the number is the odd or the even, n is the even, n is the odd, like that. So print is the output of the program. जो भी प्रॉब्लम होगी उसका आउटपुट होगा प्रिंटिंग, that is an output. The directions of the flow in the flowchart is always from top to bottom, starting from the top and ending with the bottom. So let's learn that flowchart symbols, which symbols you have to be used for the flowchart. First, eclipse. This is the symbol that is called the start or the end box. This symbol you have to be compulsory used it whenever you are drawing start the flowchart. At the top you have to be do the start, and at the end you have to write down the end. Start, end. Two symbols compulsory come whenever you are drawing the flowchart. First is the start, last is the end. Both have a same symbol, that is the ellipse. And in that you have to write down the start, and at the bottom you have to write down the end. I'm not able to draw and show you that how to you have to be do. So please learn this example carefully. I'm not able to show you the examples, but I'm trying that I will be send a video how to draw your flowchart. First, Start end, it is used to indicate the starting or the ending point of the process. जो भी process होगी उसकी starting और ending process दिखाने के लिए हम use करेंगे start end symbol का. It is used to beginning and end of the flow chart. For example, you have to draw the same symbol for the starting and the ending. But on the starting, you have to be write down in the shape that will be a start. And at the last, you have to be write down the end. That will be show the process will be start, the process will be end. Next, parallelogram. This is the symbol of the parallelogram that is used for the input and the output box. So it will represent the inputs required for the process or the output of the process. Okay, for example, I'm giving the example of the input. For example, that for the making a sandwich, you have to first need the ingredients. Like you have to be take a toast, then breads means you have to take a breads, tomatoes, and the cheeses. So these are the inputs. So you in this you have to draw the parallelogram and write down that take breads, tomatoes, and the cheese. For the second example, for number even is or, we have to be write down the take number n. Okay. And for the output, for example, what will be comes out. अगर आप बना रहे हो तो क्या हो रहा है कि सैंडविच के लिए now sandwich is ready. This will be the output. So in the parallelogram, you have to be write down that thing. And for the even odd number, whenever you are writing the print the number that will be come in a parallelogram. Third is the rectangle. This is the shape that is called the processing box. What is the processing box? It represents the actual part of the flow chart, such as a calculation. So it's a compulsory for the flow chart कि आप क्या process कर रहे हो. जैसे कि हम sandwich की बात करें तो sandwich को toast करना पड़ता है. So arrange all the things in the bread and toast it. That is the process of the to make a sandwich, right? So this process will be come in the process box. What will be come for the even odd number? You have to be find out you have to be divide that number by 2, right? That will be the process. So it will become in the rectangle box. You have to be write down that things. Next, diamond. Decision box, it is used to check the condition or to compare and take the decision based on the outcome. For example, if you want to do one thing, decision box is when it will be used to check a condition. जैसे कि हमने even odd वाला नंबर लिया था, कोई भी नंबर को divided by 2 करोगे, if remainder is 0 then it's a even. If remainder is 1, if it not 0 then it will be a odd. So two conditions are there, so that time you have to be use the decision box. अगर दो कंडीशन आ रही है तो उसके लिए आपको यूज करना पड़ेगा decision box ka. Arrows, that is the flow line. These are the arrow lines used to connect the different shapes, showing the flow of the logical in the flow chart. It will be compulsory, you have to draw between two symbols, and it is also show the flow of the flow chart. वो कहाँ से लेके कहाँ आता है. It will be compulsory in this side arrow. उसका एरो उस साइड ही होना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि आप उसका एरो है वो टॉप साइड पे रखो तो पूरा फ्लो ही रॉन्ग हो जाएगा. So whenever you are drawing the flow line, remember where and how you have to be draw it. Okay, now it's time for the uses of the flow chart. This is the simple demo of the flow chart that will be displayed here for simple demo. So uses of the flow chart to identify the method or process to solve the problem. Both algorithm and flowchart have a same uses. To plan a sequence of the commands in a computer to convey ideas and the solutions. Rules for making a flowchart. Whenever you are going to make a flowchart, you have to be compulsory follow these rules. First, the requirements of the drawing a flowchart should be listed out in a logical order. Whenever you are draw the flowchart, it's compulsory you have to check the requirements. आपको लॉजिकल उसका ऑर्डर चेक करना है, उसकी क्या क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है, प्रॉब्लम कैसी होगी, उसका आउटपुट किस तरह से आना है, वो सभी चीजें आपको चेक करनी पड़ेगी. सेकेंड, द फ्लो चार्ट शुड बी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड फॉलो. आपको उसको इजी वे में रिप्रेजेंट करना है जिसकी वजह से सामने वाले को समझ में आए कि ओके दैट्स इट, इतनी ही प्रोसेस है, भले ही वो कितनी भी कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रोसेस हो बट उसको इजीली वे में रिप्रेजेंट करना पड़ेगा. Only one flow line should be used to connect to other symbol. एक ही फ्लो लाइन एक दो ही सिंबल को कनेक्ट करने के लिए यूज होगी. ऐसा नहीं कि आपने ये दो सिंबल है, एक फ्लो लाइन ड्रॉ की, फिर यहाँ से यहाँ दूसरी लाइन आप ड्रॉ कर रहे हो. That is not a way to draw a flow lines. The directions of flow should be from top to bottom or left to right. Right to left भी नहीं होना चाहिए, bottom to top भी नहीं होना चाहिए. Always whenever you draw the flow lines it will be come from the top to bottom, वो top से bottom तक ही आना चाहिए, and left to right, not right to left. It's a compulsory, you have to follow this thing. अगर आपकी flow line भी गलत draw हुई तो पूरा flow chart wrong हो जाएगा. So it's a compulsory that you have to check that I draw the flow line in correct manner or not. Now let's see the one example. An algorithm and corresponding flow chart for adding the two numbers. आपको कोई भी नंबर दो नंबर ऐड करना हो तो उसके लिए आप क्या करोगे? First of all you have to be take the two numbers. For example number A and number B. दो नंबर आपको लेने पड़ेंगे. For addition first of all you have to do, I'm just speak about the algorithm. Take a two number A and B. Second, read a number A and B. Third, for addition, for example, C in the C that will be same A and B, or you can directly write down do A plus B, then print the output A plus B and exit. This is the algorithm. Sorry. Algorithm start. You can see that here start. Accept the value of the first number, or you can write down that read A. Directly आप लिख सकते हो. Or you can write down also that take a value in a variable. Accept the value of the second B. Here that this is the flow chart. You can see the difference between the algorithm and flow chart. Both are the same, but this is the way that will be in the written form and this will be showing the graphical form. Okay, add two numbers and store the sum in the C. Add A and B and store result in C. So C equals to A plus B. Then display, or you can write down that print the value of C. So here you can write down print C and last end. So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो फ्लो चार्ट में start आया, end आया. That's it, start, end. Then here you can see that parallelogram is used. Why? This is the input. A और B जो होगा वो इनपुट होगा. आपको A और B की वैल्यू लेनी पड़ेगी. यूजर उसको इनपुट में एज ए इनपुट उसको डालेगा. So A and B is the input. So it will be take in the shape of the parallelogram. Then you can see for this sum we have to do a one process, that is the C equals to A plus B. So it will be comes in the rectangle. वो किस में आएगा? वो rectangle में आएगा. Then display C means you have to be print a C. You can directly write down, no need to write down that display the value of C. You can write down that print C. Whenever you are writing the print C, it is a output. वो user को दिखेगा, right? So it has also taken the parallelogram, and you can see that here start end. Then the parallelogram means input and output, and at the center you have to be write down the process. Okay, I give you one example. हमने इवन और के लिए तो हमने एल्गोरिदम लिख ही दिया है, तो उसके करस्पॉन्डिंग आपको फ्लो चार्ट ड्रॉ करना है. जिस तरह से आपने स्टेप लिखे है बस उसको देखो और उसको यूज करके फ्लो चार्ट को ड्रॉ करो. सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट एग्जाम, फर्स्ट होमवर्क. नेक्स्ट, an algorithm and flow chart for waking up in the morning based on the decision box. Decision box means there will be a conditions for you. First, algorithm. Start means आप जब उठते हो तो there will be an alarm on for you. अलार्म होती है, कभी कभार नहीं भी होती क्योंकि आप नहीं रखते, आपके मम्मी पापा आपको उठाते हैं. So what will be happen in that condition? Simply up whenever your parent, I'm taking example of your parent, not your, just because I know that you are not wake up by yourself. Your parent will be woke up to you. So first of all, for waking up, he or she set the alarm. Whenever the alarm rings, there are two condition will be here. That will be a condition of snooze or the stop. स्नूज का मतलब क्या होगा, 5 और 10 मिनट्स के बाद वापस से अलार्म बजेगा, तब तक आप सो सकते हो. एंड व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द स्टॉप, मींस यू हैव टू स्टॉप एंड वेक अप एट दैट टाइम. दैट विल बी अ ऑप्शन फॉर योर पेरेंट. अगर अभी तक आपने नहीं देखा तो आप एक काम कर सकते हो, आप अपने पेरेंट्स का मोबाइल फोन ले सकते हो, उसमें सिंपली 5 मिनट्स का अलार्म रखो. जैसे कि अभी मैं आप फॉर एग्जाम्पल दैट विल बी अ टाइम ऑफ नाम 11:15, अभी 11:15 हुए हैं. You can set an alarm for 11:20. आप 11:20 का अलार्म रखो, तो after 5 minutes you can see that there will be alarm rings. Whenever alarm rings, there will be two options will become. One side there will be a snooze and second side there will be a stop. स्टॉप का मतलब होता है कि आपका अलार्म यहाँ पे बंद हो जाएगा, लेकिन अगर आपके अलार्म की सेटिंग में है कि स्नूज करना है, देन दैट टाइम यू कैन सी दैट ऑप्शन. Okay, that will be comes in the alarm setting. And on the snooze you can see that after 5 or the 10 minutes it will be rang again, वो वापस से ring करेगा. So this is the algorithm. So let's read it. Algorithm: start and stop. You have to be compulsory write down any condition for the algorithm and the flowchart both. Second, the alarm rings at the specific time. जो भी time होगा उस according वो time ring करेगा. If you hit snooze, go back to the start two. Okay, अगर आप snooze press करते हो तो वापस से वो अलार्म रिंग करेगा. If you not press the snooze, then wake up and turn off the alarm and stop. So this is the very simple flow chart using the decision. First of all, the start, then alarm rings. मतलब आपने alarm set किया हुआ है, so that will be an input. डिड यू प्रेस द स्नूज, अगर आपने स्नूज प्रेस की है तो क्या होगा, वापस से अलार्म बजने वाला है. तो वापस से आपको स्टेप 2 में जाना और यहाँ पे लिखना है यस. इफ यू प्रेस्ड इट then you have to be compulsory write down the yes. Then second, if you don't press the snooze, then you have to be woke up, means it's a process. अगर अलार्म बजता है तो आपको उठना पड़ेगा. देन आपको अलार्म जो है उसको टर्न ऑफ करना पड़ेगा. देयर विल बी अ सिंबल मिस्टेक, यहाँ पे आपका पैरेललोग्राम आएगा फॉर टर्न ऑफ द अलार्म. एंड लास्ट देयर विल बी अ स्टॉप. So this is the second example of an flow chart. Now we are going for the third example. An algorithm to find the largest of the three. For example, I gave you the I gave you the three number 5, 8 and 12. 5, 8 and 12. I'm asking you which one is the largest. You definitely gave me the answer, ma'am, it's 12, right? So whenever I'm asking to you, you can easily identify the number. But whenever I'm giving you a complex number, at that time what should you do? First of all, you compare the number. जैसे कि मैंने बोला 5, 8 and 12. So first of all, 5 and 8. To compare to the 5 and the 8, we have to find the largest number. So you are comparing the 5 and the 8. Which one is the larger than 5 between 5 and 8? Definitely 8. So 5 is the smaller, 8 is the larger. Now we have to also third number. Now you have to compare 8 and 12. Which one is the larger between 8 and 12? It's a 12, right? So you can find out the larger number between among three numbers. So it's a way to find the larger number, means using or the comparing, we can find out the larger number. You can also learn this thing in the mathematics with use of the symbol greater than, less than or equals to. So first of all, step 1, this is the algorithm, start. Step 2, get number A, B and C for demo, any of the three example. Step 3, if A greater than B, go to the step 4, otherwise go to the step 5. अगर A और B से greater than होता है, this is the step 3. मीन्स फर्स्ट हमने दो नंबर लिए थे 5 and 8. इफ 5 is greater than 8, यहाँ पे तो नहीं है 5 and 8, A is greater than B. For example, A equals to 5 and B equals to A. 5 is greater than to 8, then go to the 4, otherwise 5. So let's see the 4th. What is the fifth one? अगर ये wrong होता है, then you have to compare the B and the C. Means 8 and 12. 8 and 12, you have to compare these two numbers. 8 and 12, whenever you're comparing, go to the step 7, otherwise go to the step 8. But if this condition is right, अगर ये condition right होती है, for example, I am taking the A equals to 8 and B equals to 5, means this condition is right. A greater than to C, so go to the step 6. Otherwise, go to the 8. So what will be the step 6? Display the A output A is the larger number and go to the 9. Okay, first हमने A B को compare किया, A larger हुआ, तो हमने क्या किया, step 4 में गए. Then we comparing A and the C. Now you can decide that A is the larger number and C is the smaller number. So output will be the A is the larger number. But if the condition is the wrong, we have to check this condition, means B the larger, A the smaller. So we are comparing the B and C now. So B is the larger, then go to the step 7. This is the step 7. Display the output, B is the larger, otherwise go to the A, C is the larger number. So this is a sum of the complex. आप उसको numbering करके उसको find करने की try करो तो आप okay, so this is the algorithm. Now we are checking about the flow chart. So first of all, start symbol, then get the number A, B and C. As we can see, if A is greater than B, अगर A is greater than B, अगर A B से larger होता है, then if yes, go to the is A is greater than to C. अगर yes होता है, then you have to check this step. Yes, then display A is the largest number. No, then display the C is the largest number. Yes, then display A is the larger number, C. Otherwise, you can display the C is the larger number. But if this condition is not right, then go to this one. Is B is greater than to C? Yes, then display B is the larger number. Otherwise, display the C is the largest number. And at the top, at the last, you can see the stop button. So these are the examples of the flow chart that we are doing. Now you have to be check for this one. आपको यही एग्जाम्पल जो हमने किया था कंपेयरिंग वाला, ये वाला आपको परफॉर्म करना है अपने आप से. एग्जाम्पल 1, 2 and 3. If possible, I will be show the demo of the example 1 and send the video of that. But I'm just tell you that try it by yourself. Okay, so these are the examples that will be shown here, and you have to do that. You have to be perform this one. For that, simply the number are given to you and you have to compare the numbers by taking the 17, 15 and 10 for the example 1. Second example 17, 15, 20. Third example 13, 15 and 10. So comparing the number and check your output, write down the algorithm and flowchart both. So now I'm ending my video and we will meet. If you have a query, just ask me in the virtual class. Have a good day. Bye everyone.